Hello and welcome back to SwiftOwl7 Gaming. I am SwiftOwl7, and we're just going to pause things up here and get acquainted with episode 4. We are in this patrol area. In our last episode, we just came through the English Channel and encountered a couple of warships, to say the least, and we had to perform some escape maneuvers. And here we are entering our patrol area. Now, I just did record about 8 minutes of this episode, and I actually had to go back to my save, and for whatever reason in my recording, these buttons would not work, and it was stuck on like maximum time. So hopefully we don't have any issues going forward here. But what we're going to go ahead and do is maneuver over here and do a sonar check of the area, a sonar sweep. Now, because I just did this, I made it to Bray about here in the last episode before things went crazy, and I lost complete control of the time for speeding up gameplay. I do know that there is some convoys in the area, so we're going to go ahead and check that out right now. And we're going to go ahead and dive so I can get an exact fix on those convoys. I want our radio operator into the sonar room. And let's give the captain a little bit of a rest while we're underwater doing this maneuver. So our mission is to sink enemy trade ships. In our last episode, we did sink a warship, which was wonderful, but ultimately we are trying to sink trade ships. We're trying to achieve the 50,000 gross tonnage mission, and we're almost there. And in this particular patrol, we just have to sink 10,000 tons, but it's very realistic that we will be doing a lot more than that. So we're just waiting for somebody to dive the ship here, dive the boat. Here we go. And I'm going to come to a stop as we sink and take a good listen out here.
Herr Kaloi, ich habe eine große Gruppe von Schiffen
Okay.
festgestellt. Herr Kaloi, ich habe eine
This
große
is
Gruppe von Schiffen
actually a little
festgestellt.
different than the last. We're going to head over towards this large group here.
Schneller, schneller!
Bring me up to periscope. I want to see which direction this large group is going. So, let's go ahead and
40, 20 Meter. Herr Kaloi, ich habe eine große Gruppe von Schiffen festgestellt. Schiffsschrauben, Herr Kaloi. Schiffsschrauben, Herr Kaloi.
I really want this large convoy. That's what we're going to be going after.
Auf Seerohrtiefe.
I know that these are warships, again, just because of the glitch in the last episode with the time getting stuck. I went zipping right past. it was kind of crazy. But we are going to run on the surface. It is nighttime. I want to go full speed. I would like to get up to 0.1. Let's put you to rest for right now. I'm gonna need our first officer on observation as soon as we surface. Let's get our diesel running. We are in night mode. Let's get our first officer on the watch and get some people to help him out. Okay. Now, hopefully this doesn't give me any problems like I did last time. We'll just go 140 for now. Yeah, I've never encountered a glitch where I get stuck. I was actually stuck on 1800. And nothing was slowing it down. Encountering enemies wasn't slowing it. It was just the craziest thing. Okay. Let's get a radio operator to his control room. I'm a little concerned about who this could be. So, thinking that these are warships, I am going to go to periscope depth. I am going to send you to the listening room to try to get a closer bearing on them. I do want other things to happen as well. Once he's done here, I want him to warm up some torpedoes just in case we need them. Let's go ahead and go to more maintenance there. And that would be fine. Please forgive me if I'm a little sniffly. I said that earlier, I think I did. I got a cold right now, and just trying to fight the sinus cold that we're working on. Yeah, anytime we dive the ship, that would be definitely nice. There we go. She's going under now.
Alarm! Feindlicher Zerstörer in Sicht!
Okay.
Alarm! Auf Gefechtsstation!
I really want to hit this convoy up here. Because, again, our mission is to sink tonnage, not necessarily these particular warships. As tempting as a target as that is, I was tempted in our last episode. If we sink these ships, they're going to be after us. I mean, everyone, it's all over. It's not all over, but they're going to be after us. I want to get up this direction here. And let's see what we can do. We aren't exactly running quiet at all, by any means. I don't need to be at alarms. Let's finish resting the captain up so he can man the periscope when we need him. He has a couple perks that our other members do not have.
Vermutlich ein Geleitzug. Herr Kaloy, ich habe eine große Gruppe von Schiffen festgestellt.
So, actually, what we have been able to determine is the course of this group right here. So what we can do is go ahead and bring the ship around and maybe meet them somewhere in this section here. So again, if you haven't been following us, this is a vanilla Let's Play of U-Boat. This is I'm not an expert at targeting. This is like a noob, no submariner gaming experience whatsoever. Hopping in here, letting the AI do the calculations and things. I know some of you don't like that. I get that. I have no idea how to learn. I mean, I can try to learn that stuff, but I don't have the mods installed for that. This is just a vanilla Let's Play. I really love vanilla Let's Plays of games. Okay, they didn't detect us, which is great. Just adjust course a wee bit here. Let's run on the surface. And what I'm going to do, I'm going to assign our skipper to the conning tower. To watch. Give him some help. Diesel compressors, we'll get those going here. Get some compressed air. There we go. Let's get him to observation. I have to get this guy off of observation to get our skipper on it. Okay. That is fine. Radio officer, why don't you take a break? Engineer. No, I want you staying there while we do this. Okay. Oh, you know what? Being on the surface, I can't hear where these guys are. We're gonna do a dive right around this area here. Right around here, we're gonna dive. So we should be getting really close. Let's go ahead and dive the ship to periscope.
Auf Seerohrtiefe gehen.
Let's get you back onto sonar. We'll just see what happens here. We still have the night weather. Well, at least maybe not the weather, but we have the night sky in our benefit. It is nighttime, and we will be harder to see.
Kapitän?
I do want to take a look at torpedoes. I want to keep these maintained.
Wechseln auf E-Motor.
Auf Seerohrtiefe.
Okay, let's slow her down. See if we can get a bearing on this convoy here. I'm hoping it should be right in this area. I'm hoping.
Schiffsschrauben, Herr Kaloy.
Colors detected. I'll stop. Oops, that's the wrong button. Hit one of those buttons. One of those buttons is all stop.
Schiffsschrauben, Herr Kaloy. Herr Kaloy, ich habe
There
eine
it is.
große Gruppe von Schiffen festgestellt.
There it is.
Vermutlich ein Geleitzug.
Schneller, schneller.
Let's come right up to here.
Kurs auf diese Koordinaten setzen.
Jawohl.
And I'd like to wait for them to come on down.
Herr Kaloy, ich habe eine große Gruppe von Schiffen festgestellt. Herr Kaloy, ich habe eine große Gruppe von Schiffen festgestellt. Ich habe eine große Gruppe von Schiffen
Hard to speed up
festgestellt.
time when there's so many contacts in the area. My mouse was doing weird things. Okay.
Herr Kaloy, ich habe eine große Gruppe von Schiffen festgestellt. Schiffsschrauben, Herr Kaloy. Schiffsschrauben, Herr Kaloy.
So he's a little bit past the line that we've projected, but still, we're doing quite well. I think this is going to be a real gold mine for us. Okay. Let's go a little bit faster. I want to make sure we are doing what we need to be doing. First, I don't want to be picked up whatsoever, so I want to make the ship fairly quiet. I want you.
Herr Kaloy. Jawohl, Herr Kaloy. Jawohl.
Keep our torpedoes maintained. Let's give you some help
Zu
here
Befehl.
from him.
Schneller, schneller.
I need to close the distance here. I'm really expecting. Okay.
Kurs auf diese Alarm! Auf Gefechtsstation!
Zu Befehl.
So let's get you into a command station.
Zu Befehl.
I also need somebody on the radio. Let's grab you. Just get you into that radio room right now. That's what we're going for right there, I believe. Right there. need to get closer.
Kurs auf diese Koordinaten setzen.
Sehr wohl, Herr Kaloi.
Let's get you back to a command station. We're just taking our time. Just taking our time. You know, if you're picking up this game for the first time, take your time. This is not... I rush too much. This is not something that... and I rush for the sake of recordings, so it's not taking 2 or 3 hours, but this is a game that you just take your time. Looks like a smaller tanker or some sort of trade ship. I'm concerned with this warship here.
Herr Kaloi?
I was seeing if having any more sailors assigned reduces noise of engines, but it doesn't appear to be. Because I would like our engineer here
Herr Kaloi, ich habe eine große Gruppe von Schiffen festgestellt.
improve our depth
Herr
keeping.
Kaloi.
Excuse me. I don't want the enemy to see our ship breaking the surface of the ocean.
Kapitän?
Again, I want these torpedoes
Bestätigt.
well maintained.
Bestätigt.
Oh man, this is a gold mine for us guys. This is an absolute gold mine. We're gonna sneak right in. Actually, I really wish.
Legen Sie den
Not quite
Kurs
sure
an.
how we're gonna do this.
Zu Befehl.
This ship right here, I don't like. Yeah, I don't like that one bit at all. Let's, since he's in our
Torpedo
range, we'll
course
just
berechnen.
calculate a course. We're not gonna attack him. Not yet. We got another warship over there. That looks like a freighter. Okay. I'm gonna increase her speed, which risks detection a little bit. Watching the time of day. Let's go to silent running. We've got everything off that needs to be off. Okay. I want to sink this ship right here. And if I can get into this convoy and do some more damage, have a little rampage, that would be nice. And if you are familiar with any history, you've picked up on the word rampage. Comment down below what that's from. Okay, let's go ahead and start
Torpedo
getting a
ausrichten.
course.
Kurs auf diese Koordinaten setzen.
Sehr wohl, Herr Kaloi.
Try to slip him right behind him. Need to watch this guy here.
Legen Sie den Kurs an.
Bestätigt. Feindlicher Zerstörer auf 12 Uhr.
Legen Sie
This is
den
going to be
Kurs an.
hard to hit him
Aye,
in
aye,
this
Herr
direction.
Kaloi.
I want to really hit him in the aft sections.
Herr Kaloi, ich habe eine große Gruppe von Schiffen festgestellt.
Kurs auf diese Koordinaten setzen.
Bestätigt.
We've got 160 meters to play with to get away if we need to dive. which is great.
Kurs setzen.
Sehr wohl, Herr Kaloy.
In all seriousness, this might be a very realistic target right here. More realistic than this one. I need somebody on engines right now.
Sehr wohl, Herr Kaloy.
I just need to go faster.
Legen Sie den Kurs an.
Sehr wohl, Herr Kaloy. Sonarwellen, Herr Kaloy.
That's not good. That's not good at all. Man, we're being pinged. Okay. Okay, guys, let's see what happens here. They have picked us up. I want you. Warm me up to torpedo. I don't care which one. I want you on diesels. Okay, they just hurt us. That was unfortunate, but it happened. Let me go ahead and see if I can get a course here. Probably going to be encrypted. I'm not worried about this message right now.
Feindlicher Zerstörer auf 12 Uhr. Ei, ei, Herr Kaloy.
Yeah, that ship's trying to turn away from us. I think we're being shot at, but I could be mistaken.
Jawohl.
I
Sonarwellen,
want
Herr
to be
Kaloy.
close. I want to be
Zu Befehl.
close. I know we're being pinged on sonar. This guy's coming in for intercept. Okay, let's do this. We got 91%. That's what we're going to have to work with.
Rohr 1, bewässern. Rohr 2, bewässern.
Rohr 1 bewässert. Rohr 2 fertig.
Los!
Fire.
...40 Sekunden bis Torpedoeinschlag.
Go ahead and begin making our
Jawohl.
turns. Got a nice broadside
30
here.
Sekunden.
He is aware of us.
20
He could be
Sekunden.
making some evasive maneuvers, but we were decently close to him. I mean, we were pretty close to him.
10 Sekunden bis Einschlag.
We got a miss. Oh, we got a hit.
Treffer. Feuer entdeckt.
There we go. That's what we're talking about.
Schwere Schäden am Rumpf.
Do we need to fire one more at him? He's sinking. Let me get our
Torpedo
skipper
ausrichten.
giving me a calculation on this ship here. Wait, that's oh, I mean, I want
Torpedokurs berechnen.
this ship
Torpedo
wouldn't be bad, I
ausrichten.
guess. Give me
Schneller, schneller!
maximum available speed.
Schneller, schneller!
Sonarwellen, Herr Kaloy.
Okay, we're just waiting for that final. See, he thinks we're over there. So, fortunately, they don't know fully where we're at. Give me a torpedo course on the ship behind us.
Torpedokurs berechnen. Kurs auf diese Koordinaten setzen.
Jawohl. Höhenbruch. Sie sinken.
Commander, I need you in the listening room. I want this credit if we don't do this right away. I mean, we do have a little bit of time, but I've seen these disappear before, so we're going to go ahead and send that out. We'll get him back onto... you back onto command stations.
Schneller,
I
schneller!
want to sink this ship, or at least stop him.
1 geladen.
Eye bright, that's what we're trying to get.
Kurs auf diese Koordinaten setzen.
Zu Befehl.
Okay, he's loading torpedoes there. We are being shot at. I want to check out our status. He is hot. Okay.
Herr Kaloi, ein Sonar hat uns
Another
geortet.
warship coming in to us. Come on, what are we doing here? Are we playing games?
Torpedo
I
aus.
want you to be calculating torpedo courses here, not playing games. Okay. My temptation is to fire now from the hip. I mean, that far. No, I want to wait until he's more like that. Slow her down just a wee bit. Skipper, are you still calculating? Again, I got some concern of this warship over here. As soon as I fire off my aft torpedo, I'm going to be making some evasive maneuvers. I don't want him to get too close to us either, because I don't want him to do damage to us. Let's go ahead and do this.
Herr Kaloi, ein Sonar hat uns geortet.
Rohr 5. Bewässern.
This is kind of a shooting from the hip,
Rohr
because I'm
5
afraid it might
bewässert.
glance off the front of their
40
bow.
Sekunden bis Torpedoeinschlag. 30 Sekunden. Sehr wohl, Herr Kaloi. Rohr 2 geladen. 20 Sekunden.
Hold on.
10 Sekunden bis Einschlag. Torpedoversager.
Schneller, schneller.
Shucks.
Zu Befehl.
Legen Sie den Kurs an.
Sehr wohl, Herr
I got
Kaloi.
3 warships. Four warships.
Torpedokurs
Give me a
berechnen.
torpedo course into this guy here. Then we'll come out and maybe around. This is tense. I am concerned about the possibility of depth charges at this point.
Bestätigt. Herr Kaloi, ein Sonar hat uns geortet.
Legen Sie den Kurs an.
Ei, ei, Herr Kaloi.
Yeah.
Kurs auf diese Koordinaten
Shouldn't have turned
setzen.
that way.
Bestätigt.
I can get these ships to come at each other, maybe.
Sehr wohl, Herr Kaloi.
Legen Sie den Kurs an.
Sehr wohl, Herr Kaloi.
Legen Sie den Kurs an.
You have that torpedo
Ei, ei,
loaded
Herr
up.
Kaloi.
As soon as you load that torpedo, I'm gonna need you to warm it up. Okay.
Torpedo ausrichten.
He almost has it, guys.
Rohr 5 geladen.
I want you to warm this
Jawohl.
torpedo up here. I need this. Need this very
Kurs auf
badly.
diese Koordinaten setzen.
Jawohl.
Torpedokurs berechnen.
I need a launch pretty soon. Pretty daggone soon. Soon as he's done with this maintenance, we're flooding that tube. We're going to launch this aft torpedo. I'm gonna hope.
Wasserbomben.
We're still ahead of him.
Sonarwellen, Herr Kaloi.
We're gonna have to flood that torpedo very soon. Okay, he's coming over us. Crash dive.
150 Meter.
Crash dive.
Nehmen Sie den Kurs an.
Hard of port.
Zu Befehl.
Just needed an extra second. I didn't have it. Perhaps if I wouldn't have warmed up that torpedo, I might have been able to launch, but most likely it would have been a dud.
Wasserbomben. Wasserbomben.
Firm bulkheads are closed. Yes.
40.
Kurs auf diese Koordinaten setzen.
What's our speed? Depth in the area is 153. Sonar operator. Oh my. Let's see. We've avoided those depth charges. Let's keep on going this way.
Kurs auf diese Koordinaten setzen.
70.
Me up to 20. What's going on with our sonar operator here? Okay. We hear them. We hear them. They still think we're on the surface. We're at periscope depth, rather. Here's what I want. I want sonar.
Torpedo ausrichten.
50.
Kurs setzen.
Let's keep going on.
Wasserbomben.
Here, I want to get out of this spot.
Wasserbomben.
We're going to be okay. They're launching depth charges. They're not going to be able to hear us very well.
30.
Warming up front torpedoes. Why, you might be wondering why our hydrophone is kind of goofing up, is every time a depth charge goes, it messes with what we can hear. Okay, they are coming in. I think they may have spotted us. I'm not entirely sure on that. Okay. Give me periscope depth.
Auf Seerohrtiefe gehen.
Give me electric. They already know where we are.
Auf Seerohrtiefe.
I don't want to break the surface.
Sonarwellen, Herr Kaloi.
We're breaking the surface. Okay. Not good. I'm just making comments. Yep, that's not good. How about we just try to stay at periscope depth? That would be really, really swell, guys. Okay. So I have nothing. I do have torpedo here. Let's see
Legen
if
Sie
we
den
can
Kurs an.
do some fancy maneuverings here.
Herr Kaloi? Herr Kaloi, ich habe eine große Gruppe von Schiffen festgestellt.
Torpedo ausrichten.
Okay, here's what I want.
Rohr 5. Bewässern.
Rohr 5 bewässert.
Hold. Hold.
Los!
40 Sekunden bis Torpedoeinschlag. 30 Sekunden. Sonarwellen, Herr Kaloy. Jawohl. 20 Sekunden. 10 Sekunden bis Einschlag.
We're all holding our breath here, guys. Miss. Okay. Okay.
Legen Sie den Kurs an.
Zu Befehl.
Let's get down to this ship here.
Der Aal ging daneben, Herr
I would
Kaloy.
really like to sink it. We're not done with this mission yet. No siree.
Legen Sie den Kurs an.
Sehr wohl, Herr Kaloy. Herr Kaloy, ich habe eine große Gruppe von Schiffen festgestellt.
I am speeding her up just a wee
Herr
little
Kaloy,
bit.
ich habe eine große Gruppe von
We are
Schiffen
okay.
festgestellt.
Kurs setzen.
Zu Befehl.
Yeah, I got you. They're gonna try to overtake us.
Legen Sie den Kurs an.
Sehr wohl, Herr Kaloy.
We need to really watch this front ship, the Isles. I'm concerned about them. I know that pinging can be a little annoying in high speeds.
Herr Kaloy, ein Sonar hat uns geortet. Bestätigt.
I want this Empire March, I'm sorry.
Legen Sie den Kurs an.
Ei, ei, Herr Kaloy.
We're gonna do
Herr
this.
Kaloy.
We're gonna do this. I think we're gonna get away with it too.
Bestätigt.
I want status of my torpedoes.
Jawohl.
They all look good. All look good.
Schiffsschrauben,
Whoa,
Herr
that's not the
Kaloy.
right button. Okay. I went just my regular 12 speed here. Fortunately, it didn't do any damage to us.
Legen Sie den Kurs an.
Sehr wohl, Herr Kaloy.
I want to be really close to this ship when we fire. He's doing evasive maneuvers to avoid any guidance lock that we might get on him. Whatever that you might call that. Okay, we got this guy coming in. They're trying to chase us down. They're just not able to do it yet.
Ei, ei, Herr Kaloy.
They're probably talking to this ship saying, hey, look, buddy, you're going to be in trouble here.
Herr Kaloy, ein Sonar hat uns geortet.
Legen Sie den Kurs an.
Jawohl.
Kurs setzen.
So that's rough on the ears, isn't it? Imagine being in that
Kurs
submarine
auf
being
diese Koordinaten
pinged.
setzen.
Which wouldn't be but at
Legen Sie
standard
den
time.
Kurs an.
Jawohl.
Kurs auf diese Koordinaten.
How are we doing, Captain?
Zu Befehl.
Torpedo ausrichten.
Sehr wohl, Herr Kaloy.
I think right now is going to be a good opportunity for us. But he's going to be swinging back too. He's not going to maintain this heading. There he goes. He's swinging back.
Legen Sie den Kurs an.
Zu Befehl.
Let's do this. Let's do it right now.
Rohr 1 bewässern. Rohr 2 bewässern.
Rohr 1 1 bewässert. Rohr 2 fertig.
I want to wait
Herr Kaloi, ein Sonar hat uns
until he
geortet.
comes back over a little bit. I'm afraid of a glancing blow. We are close to him. Fire.
Los!
40 Sekunden bis Torpedoeinschlag. 30 Sekunden. 20 Sekunden. 10 Sekunden bis Einschlag.
Yeah. That was risky.
Rohr 3, bewässern! Rohr 4, bewässern!
Rohr 3 bewässert. Rohr 4 fertig. Sehr wohl, Herr Kaloi. Der Aal ging daneben, Herr Kaloi. Der Aal ging daneben, Herr Kaloi.
Los!
40 Sekunden bis Torpedoeinschlag. 20 Sekunden. 10 Sekunden bis Einschlag. Torpedoversager.
We had one hit, but it just... Nope. No joy.
Der Aal ging daneben, Herr Kaloi.
Let's get underneath him.
Wasserbomben. Wasserbomben.
I'm not worried about the depth charges. They're not near us. I mean, they are, but they're not. Let's get those torpedoes reloaded.
20 Meter.
We might have another opportunity to make a run at it. What I want to do is head towards this ship here.
Wasserbomben. Wasserbomben.
I'm gonna mute my microphone so I can use a Kleenex real fast as we're heading on this course. Okay. I got all kinds of things. I got a sinus cold, and then I'm breathing in all these chemicals from that train derailment over in East
Rohr 1
Palestine.
geladen.
Where I live is right in the beginning stages of the path that the NOAA is saying all that toxic chemicals are coming over. So it's you can feel your eyes watering and burning, and let's speed this up a little bit.
Sonarwellen, Herr Kaloi.
Okay, they're gonna find us pretty fast now.
Ich muss mich ausruhen.
Yeah, periscope depth.
Auf Seerohrtiefe gehen.
Rohr 2 geladen. Auf Seerohrtiefe.
I'm tempted to surface and fire. I don't have enough time. Not with these warships bearing down on me. And they're already firing too. That just sounds like a horrible idea. Begin calculations.
Torpedokurs berechnen.
Herr Kaloi, ich habe eine große Gruppe von Schiffen festgestellt. Bestätigt.
We've broken the surface.
Schiffsschrauben, Herr Kaloi.
Bad. Yeah, we're gonna break the surface here. Maybe not quite as bad as last time, but enough not to be good. He's really going to be traveling high speed. Okay, we got some problems with him. What I want to do right now...
Kurs an!
What torpedoes do I have? Do I have any? I got 69% torpedo. Of course, calculated.
Rohr 3 geladen.
I got 3.
Rohr 1, bewässern! Rohr 2, bewässern! Rohr 3, bewässern!
Rohr 1 bewässert. Rohr 2 fertig. Rohr 3 bewässert.
Los!
Need to get out. No time to warm them up. Just have to get out of here.
Kurs auf diese Koordinaten setzen.
Hope for the best results here.
40 Sekunden bis Torpedoeinschlag. Sonarwellen, Herr
I
Kaloi.
want to see it.
30 Sekunden.
You have to dive. You have to dive right now.
150 Meter.
20 Sekunden. Ich habe eine große Gruppe von Schiffen festgestellt.
Come on. Yeah, we got some pretty serious problems here.
20 Meter. 10 Sekunden bis Einschlag. Treffer.
Got a hit.
Schiffsschrauben. Direkt über uns, Herr
I
Kaloi.
think we have 2 hits on that.
Treffer. Schwere Schäden am Rumpf. Der A verläuft sich.
Trying to get out of any possible range of depth charges here.
60. Herr Kaloi, ich habe eine große Gruppe von Schiffen festgestellt. 80. Rohr 4 geladen.
Okay, we sunk her. We've completed part of our mission.
Kurs auf diese
I want to
Koordinaten
surface, or not surface, but I just want to get the periscope depth to send out a transmission real fast. I want to get you to the listening room so we can just get this out real fast. I want full speed as we get
Herr
up.
Kaloi, 70. Ein Sonar hat uns geortet. 30.
It's going to be a fly-by job here. And I just want to take stock very quickly of torpedoes
Herr
we
Kaloi,
have. What do
zu
we have?
Befehl.
We have 1 fish. Okay, crash dive.
100 Meter.
Schiffsschrauben, Herr Kaloi.
We started this game all the way up here, so this has been good.
Legen Sie den Kurs an.
40.
I like to try to stay close to the ships, even though they're trying to kill us. Mainly because their turn radius just doesn't let them turn, you know, on a dime.
60.
Kurs auf diese Koordinaten setzen.
Okay. I'll hit slow.
80.
I want to know how far I can go down. 146 meters roughly. So let's make our depth 139 meters.
150 Meter.
37 is fine.
90. Herr Kaloi, ich habe eine große Gruppe von Schiffen festgestellt.
Want to get to that sea floor.
Schiffsschrauben. Direkt über uns, Herr Kaloi. 100. Wasserbomben. Wasserbomben.
I think going this
Kurs
way
auf
can be
diese
best.
Koordinaten setzen.
Hundertzehn.
Air Commander, command stations.
120.
I want you manning
Wasserbomben.
damage control.
Wasserbomben.
They can't hear us very well right now, so let's go ahead. He's turning with us.
Legen Sie den Kurs an.
Break off here. Depth. Let's watch our depth. Let's come up to about 127.
150 Meter.
There's the seabed. All head slow. We've lost them, they've lost us.
Herr Kaloi, ich habe eine große Gruppe von Schiffen festgestellt.
Meter.
Ei, ei, Herr Kaloi. 120.
Kurs setzen.
Okay, on this course.
130.
It's a little shallower down this area, but that's a big deal. They're going to go active eventually. Persona. Our detectability is only 10%, so that's great.
Schiffsschrauben, Herr Kaloi. Ei, ei, Herr Kaloi.
Just to help make sure we don't hit the seabed. They're going to go active. Let's make our depth 149.
150 Meter.
Mm, 142.
150 Meter.
One thing I wished about this game is that it actually set every individual number instead of just a generalization. That should bring our... They're not even in the right area looking for us. That's good. We're gonna head towards this
Kurs auf
sonar
diese
noise.
Koordinaten setzen.
We still have deck gun and one fish, so we'll see what happens. We will see what happens. Can't sink them all, but we can sink a lot of you guys.
Herr Kaloi?
I'd
Bestätigt.
like you to take a couple drinks of that.
Alarm abgebrochen.
Captain, go ahead and rest. Need a rest.
Bestätigt.
Need our sonar operator there. So, we'll see what happens here.
Herr Kaloi, ich habe eine große Gruppe von Schiffen festgestellt.
Meter.
Schiffsschrauben, Herr Kaloi. Herr Kaloi, ich habe eine große Gruppe von Schiffen festgestellt.
I think we're gonna be okay getting out of here.
Schiffsschrauben, Herr Kaloi.
They might be guessing that we are escaping out towards the east. I don't think they know where we are. I don't think they have any idea where we are. Wish I could get up to their convoy, but I really only have one torpedo, which is enough to sink. I mean, it could, but unlikely.
Meter.
120.
They look like they're reforming to join their convoy, so I think we're pretty safe to come up to maybe at least in the green.
Herr Kaloi, ich habe eine große Gruppe von Schiffen festgestellt.
It is nighttime still. Let's go periscope depth.
Sehr wohl, Herr Kaloi. 110.
Why are you on that? I want you on
Sehr
listening.
wohl, Herr Kaloi. Herr Kaloi, ich habe eine große Gruppe von Schiffen festgestellt.
Looks
90.
like we have contact just north of us. See what trouble we can cause for them. Let's clear the board a little bit, clean things up.
Auf Seerohrtiefe. Schiffsschrauben, Herr Kaloi. Herr Kaloi, ich habe eine große Gruppe von Schiffen festgestellt. Herr Kaloi, ich habe eine große Gruppe von Schiffen festgestellt.
Let's turn on some ventilation here.
Sehr wohl, Herr Kaloi. Herr Kaloi, ich habe eine große Gruppe von Schiffen festgestellt.
Open bulkheads. They don't need to be closed anymore. I'm not in any immediate danger. Just need to get some air circulating on this boat. Yeah, people could probably hear us, but I think we're far enough away. Oh, that's a tiny group of wreckage. I don't know why I thought that was something else.
Ei, ei, Herr Kaloi.
Over here.
Schiffsschrauben, Herr Kaloi.
Forward 2. I think we're doing really good, guys. This guy here, he's heading for us. Not that I think he's coming for us, but this is kind of nice. Well, I meet him around there. Oh, now you hurry to meet him.
Bestätigt.
Got one
Herr
torpedo.
Kaloi, ich habe eine große Gruppe von Schiffen festgestellt. Jawohl, Herr Kaloi.
Secure ventilation, turn on electric compressor.
Herr Kaloi, ich habe eine große Gruppe von Schiffen festgestellt. Schiffsschrauben, Herr Kaloi. Zu Befehl.
Nice and easy, does it, guys? Nice and easy. Okay, let's get the commander on the radio.
Jawohl.
Looks like a little lifeboat, yeah. He might even be coming over to pick up that lifeboat. Don't see any, these are all just, warships.
Alarm! Feindlicher Zerstörer!
No, we're not doing alarm.
Auf Gefechtsstation!
We aren't doing alarm.
Sehr wohl, Herr Kaloi.
Cancel that alarm.
Abgebrochen!
Meter.
I think we'll be okay. We will be okay.
Jawohl. Feindlicher Zerstörer auf 2 Uhr.
Trying to read what this is here. Can't read what it is. Keeps popping off the screen. Okay. Okay, that's just propeller noise. Okay, got you. Check out this group up here, see what they are. like to at least finish our traveling in this area in this episode, so. Warship. Do you have any
Kurs auf diese Koordinaten setzen.
probably going to render assistance is my guess. What's our depth?
Tauchen auf 50 Meter.
Looks like warships. Okay, this whole area is just covered with warships. Let's move up here and move north.
Feindlicher Zerstörer auf 11 Uhr. Herr Kaloy, ein Sonar hat uns geortet. Wasserbomben. Wasserbomben.
Crash dive.
150 Meter.
I need somebody on engines. You're the closest one. Guess what? You're managing engines.
Wasserbomben. Wasserbomben.
Sound alarm.
Alarm! Auf
Those bulkheads.
Gefechtsstation.
Race for impact.
Schiffsschrauben direkt über uns, Herr Kaloy.
Schneller, schneller!
Schiffsschrauben, Herr Kaloy. 60. Herr Kaloy, ich habe
Think we
eine
lucked
große
out
Gruppe
there,
von
guys.
Schiffen festgestellt.
Pretty sure we lucked out.
80. 100. 120. Herr Kaloy, ich habe eine große Gruppe von Schiffen
I want to get
festgestellt.
away from this.
10 Uhr.
I want to
Kurs
get
auf
away.
diese
What's her depth?
Koordinaten setzen.
140.
Check seabed. Charts show 146. I want to level off at 136.
150 Meter.
I'm very happy with just that.
Legen Sie den Kurs an.
Herr Kaloy, ich habe eine große Gruppe
Should be
von
clear
Schiffen
of any depth
festgestellt.
charges from this ship.
Herr Kaloy, ich habe eine große Gruppe von Schiffen festgestellt. Herr Kaloy. Wasserbomben. Wasserbomben.
We should be okay. Oxygen and power is a real concern right now. I don't like to see any of those things fall below 50%. So what we want to do,
Legen Sie den Kurs an.
try to get out of here. I mean, we still have to complete our patrol, but we will do that. We just need to live to do it.
Schiffsschrauben, Herr Kaloy.
Let's see what we'll do here.
Wasserbomben. Wasserbomben.
We're okay.
Meter.
I want you to be on damage control, you to be on engines. That's your specialty.
120.
think we've escaped. Again. We're getting really good at escaping. If anything, this is good practice for us.
130.
100 Meter.
We're not pinging, so I think we'll be okay. Coming up to maybe even up to 90.
100 Meter.
120. 100.
At some point in time, I want to surface this ship. There's no way they know where we are. There's no way.
Kurs auf diese Koordinaten setzen.
90.
I don't think they do. No. I would like to be out of their sonar range.
Kurs auf diese Koordinaten setzen.
Schiffsschrauben, Herr Kaloi. Feindlicher Zerstörer auf 4 Uhr.
He might be coming after us.
Kurs auf diese Koordinaten setzen. Meter. 150 Meter.
Okay, let's make our depth 130.
Feindlicher Zerstörer auf 4 Uhr. Ich muss mich ausruhen.
Yeah, I got you guys. You guys are tired. I am too. Okay. Okay, I think we're gonna be okay.
130.
It's just getting out of here that we need to worry about right now. I love how we have so much more to do in this sector. I have never seen it in this game this many. Of course, it's been a long time since I played it. This is a lot of updates between since I played it. We're hanging in there, guys. I would like to say we can surface. Let's go ahead and do that.
Tanks anblasen!
Cancel alarm.
Alarm abgebrochen!
Puh, so müde. Puh, so müde. Sehr wohl, Herr Kaloi. 120.
Okay. Let me do some housekeeping items here.
Schneller, schneller!
Sehr wohl, Herr Kaloi. 90.
We got water on the ship here. Let's go ahead and pump that out. Just from being so far below water, it must have just forced its way in. I'm really surprised to see that.
70.
Oh boy, that was didn't go as good as we wanted it to, but it went really well though. Don't get me wrong, it did go wrong. It did go well.
Auf Seerohrtiefe.
Wechseln auf Dieselmotor.
I'm very happy with this, guys. Very happy.
Jawohl.
Taking care of some housekeeping. We got the pumps running. We got diesel, diesel generator or diesel compressor rather running. We have smoke detected on the horizon, which is just great. It's just what we need. Yeah. Well, let's pull you and get you on those diesel engines. Let's get you some help. Let's get you on navigation. You don't need an extra man right now, but you can use some help. Let's get as far away from those warships as we can, as fast as we can. We still have water in the boat. That's what it is seeming like. Just checking our boat out here. Looks like we're okay. That was a little tense, guys. Doing good. Additional smoke on the horizon. We are heading away from that. So, let's head in this direction.
Sehr wohl, Herr Kaloi.
We still need to complete our patrol. We only have one torpedo. We do have a deck gun. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to go up and around this island here. Okay, this is not good.
Alarm! Alarm tauchen!
Just thinking about sending a guy to shoot the plane. I don't know how confident I am of that. He looks like he's off our port bow. Somewhere up there.
Feindliche Flugzeuge auf. 7 Uhr.
Kurs auf diese Koordinaten setzen.
Auf Seerohrtiefe. Jawohl.
Wechseln auf E-Motor.
I'm concerned he's going to come and try to strafe us here.
Legen Sie den Kurs an.
Zu Befehl.
Just hold it
Auf
right here.
50 Meter.
Just chart our
Legen Sie den
patrol
Kurs
route.
an.
Jawohl.
It's not much of a patrol route, but we're just trying to live at this point.
70.
Alarm abgebrochen.
We're gonna stay under the water for a little while till we get to down into this area here.
40.
Okay, let's go ahead and get a periscope.
Auf Seerohrtiefe gehen.
Actually, I want to go ahead and surface.
30.
And we're gonna go ahead and transmit as well.
Ei, Herr Kaloi. Auf Seerohrtiefe. Puh, so müde.
Wechseln auf Dieselmotor.
Somebody transmit, I don't care who. Where's the radio room? And somebody, I don't particularly
Kapitän?
have a captain. You can do it. You're right there. And we're gonna have our captain go up on deck here. Okay, didn't queue. Apparently you can't queue past quite like that. Come on. Transmit. Okay, excellent. Get above decks. We know we got all kinds of trouble that way. We're just trying to complete our patrol.
Jawohl. Melde mich zum Dienst. Melde mich zum Dienst. So müde.
Now, what I think I'm going to do is just dive the ship here a little bit. And we're going to have a sonar listen. Get bearings. We know that this is just a crazy area over here. We don't know what's over here. We might be able to use our last torpedo if we find a freighter that is unprotected. Excuse me. So let's go ahead and try this here. Get our comms officer on the sonar.
Wechseln auf E-Motor.
Auf Seerohrtiefe.
All stop. We'll just wait here for a little while and have a good listen.
Schiffsschrauben, Herr Kaloi.
Tiny group, most likely warships. They've been traveling in small groups as of late. Might be worth taking a look. Maybe, maybe not.
Herr Kaloi, ich habe eine große Gruppe von Schiffen festgestellt.
We're gonna head up this way. Let's go ahead and surface.
Tanks anblasen.
Get this boat moving here. Diesel generator? Or compressor, rather.
Auf Seerohrtiefe.
Wechseln auf Dieselmotor.
It is nighttime, so we do have that advantage. Stress is going down on the ship, which is good.
Kurs setzen.
Thinking I should probably do another sonar sweep of the area.
Wechseln auf
Zero-Tiefe.
E-Motor.
Herr Kaloy, ich habe eine große Gruppe von Schiffen fest. Schiffsschrauben, Herr Kaloy.
They're heading up this way, it sounds like.
Herr Kaloy, ich habe eine große Gruppe von Schiffen festgestellt. Schiffsschrauben, Herr Kaloy.
Could that be a freighter by
20
itself?
Meter.
I doubt it. Let's head up this way and check this ways out. Let's just mark these real fast so we know where we got. I don't have any other marks on the map, do I? It's just giving me 3, 4, 5, and 6. That's fine. Okay. See if we can get,
Herr
of
Kaloy,
course,
ich habe eine große Gruppe von Schiffen
these.
festgestellt. Herr Kaloy, ich habe eine große Gruppe von Schiffen festgestellt.
Bet you.
Schiffsschrauben, Herr Kaloy.
There's going to be...
Legen Sie den Kurs an.
We're going to go after this group, guys. We're going to see if we can get a hit on a freighter. I'm thinking with a group this large, there's bound to be a freighter in it. This is this group that we might have attacked before. Just mark them there. Okay.
Auf Seerohrtiefe gehen. Schneller, schneller!
Auf Seerohrtiefe. Herr Kaloy, ich habe eine große Gruppe von Schiffen festgestellt. Herr Kaloy, ich habe eine große Gruppe von Schiffsschrauben, Herr Kaloy.
Where?
Herr Kaloy, ich habe eine große Gruppe von Schiffen festgestellt.
Moving away from us, which is not the ideal.
Legen Sie den Kurs an.
Zu Befehl.
Not the ideal at all. I don't think we're going to catch up to them. But
Kurs auf diese Koordinaten setzen.
Sehr wohl, Herr Kaloy.
might be able to do something with this group.
Kurs auf diese Koordinaten setzen.
Zu Befehl.
Kurs auf diese Koordinaten setzen.
Sehr wohl, Herr Kaloy. Im Dienst.
Maybe if I was running on the surface, I would have caught him.
Kurs auf
Herr
diese
Kaloy, ich habe
Koordinaten
eine
setzen.
große Gruppe von Schiffen festgestellt. Bestätigt.
Shucks. Okay. Okay.
Kurs auf diese Koordinaten setzen.
Try to
Herr
hunt
Kaloy.
him down, guys.
Schiffsschrauben, Herr Kaloy.
Where's he coming from? Hard to say right now. Let's clean this up a little bit. Let's clean this board up. See how this guy's going back and forth? I think he just came down, now he's going back up. I think those are warships. He's acting like he's a warship patrolling. problem we face here. It is nighttime. That's going to turn day very soon.
Kurs auf diese
I'm going to
Koordinaten
break off.
setzen.
I just don't have the speed, and I don't have the weaponry to take them.
Legen Sie
Not
den
right
Kurs
now.
an.
Sehr wohl, Herr Kaloi.
Surface the ship.
Tanks anblasen.
We need to charge our batteries anyway.
Wechseln auf Dieselmotor.
Sehr wohl, Herr Kaloi. Sehr wohl, Herr Kaloi.
Kurs setzen.
Let's go ahead and tell you what. We're at 1 hour and 30 minutes. We're going to go ahead and wrap it up here, guys. When we come back, we will finish this patrol. We'll get back to port, and that will be episode 5. But if you stuck around to the end of this episode, please leave a like. Please subscribe, because obviously you're willing to stick it out this long. You obviously like this content. So I would very much encourage you to do that. It encourages me to make more videos. I'm just a guy doing this not for anything other than I like playing games, and I enjoy sharing it with other people, because I've watched many YouTubers, and it has brought me great joy too. So anyway, check us out on Twitch. We will be doing some streams once I get over this cold. Twitch.com/SwiftOwl7. You can also donate there if you wish. Check us out on YouTube. YouTube SwiftOwl7 Gaming. And until next time, remember, every Friday at 6 p.m. this episode releases. This will be a special episode, though, that will be releasing in conjunction with our February 17th episode. Euro Truck Simulator 2 comes out every Saturday at 10 a.m. I encourage you to check out that. We are modded in that, Truckers MP mod. And again, don't forget to like, subscribe, and comment below. Until next time, we'll talk to you later. Bye.